If you want to be cremated or know somebody that wants to be cremated, please listen up. Do not get scammed by these funeral homes, because I am currently helping a friend's mom, because a childhood friend passed away, and I'm helping her mom with this. And it pisses me off so bad, especially because I used to volunteer years ago with a center that helped, like, whenever somebody passed away on base, not just specifically on base, but when a soldier had passed away, their families could go to help with, like, all the paperwork and making the calls and making funeral arrangements. And this is a scam that 95% of funeral directors pull. You legally do not have to buy and earn from them. Same thing with, like, caskets and stuff too, like all that crap. That I do a separate video on that. But with cremations, you legally do not have to buy and earn. An amazing thing that you can actually do if you want to is go to a pottery place and make something custom for them if you want. It's going to be way cheaper, and it's a nice thing that you can do with the family. Or if you didn't like them, buy a $21 one off of Amazon. Or even if you do see a design that you like from the funeral home, don't buy it from there before you go check, because you can find a lot of those on Amazon. For example, when my dad passed away, one of the ones that they were offering was like $800. We looked it up from the exact same company, exact same urn, $70 on Amazon. These same with memorial pieces. Never buy a memorial piece from a funeral home. You will find it way cheaper, and so many more amazing options from small businesses. There are so many small businesses that do these with the ashes stuff. They're way cheaper, and they're so much better. They're not this basic copy and paste crap, because they buy them in bulk. That's what they do. They buy them in bulk from these companies and then mark them up sometimes 100 times, if not more, than what they actually cost. Just like they do with insulin, with insurance, where it only costs $1 to make and they charge $800. Funeral homes prey on people who are grieving. They prey on the people who are grieving. They'll even try to lie. This funeral director was literally trying to argue and say, oh, well, we have to charge you a fee if you don't buy one of our urns. That's illegal. I literally argued with this man. He was so disrespectful too. He was chewing and eating while he was on the phone with me. Like, we're talking about somebody's loved one who's passed away, and you're on the phone eating, trying to scam. Not, like I said, I've done this. I did this for years, helping families for free, like, make these calls, because a lot of them are non-confrontational. I ain't. So they get manipulated. They will manipulate you. They'll lie and be like, oh, don't you want to deal with your loved one? Shut up and stop trying to scam and penny pinch and, like, get all this money from grieving people. They overcharge. Do not buy most of this stuff that they are trying to charge you for. Hell, if you ain't got somebody that can help you call, I'll call for you. Do not let them scam and use your grief to take advantage. Because right after I got the phone, we got, like, cremation, everything paid for. We were trying to set up a time for her to pick up the ashes. And he literally, when she calls to set up a time, starts to manipulate her again and trying to be like, oh, no, you have to buy an urn. You don't want to see your baby in a cardboard box, like, their ashes and stuff, until you get the pottery. No. Yourself. They're the ones that need to be buried somewhere. Dear Lord, I cannot stand the fact 95% of them are like this too. They'll use so many different manipulation techniques, especially, like, if you've used the same funeral home for generations or whatever. They'll be like, oh, but don't you want to be here? Blah, blah, blah. Your grandparent was buried at. No, do not fall for their scamming crap. You legally do not have to buy urns and caskets and stuff from them. And they can't charge you if you get them from other ways. It's also, never be afraid to call around. They'll also try to manipulate you. Oh, well, we'll charge you if you call around. No, they're not allowed to charge you for calling around and getting, they cannot do, oh, they're going to need a money to hold and all that crap. Because the difference can be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Like this cremation place, the part of their scam is they say they're the cheapest place to get cremated, which is true. Like, we called around, everywhere else wanted hundreds. One place even wanted $2,000 extra. But what they're doing is they're offering the cheapest cremation. That way they can manipulate you into buying these urns and stuff they have there, which are bajillion times more than they actually are worth. Like, they're getting them in bulk for like $10, $15 and then charging hundreds and sometimes a couple thousands. A few of them were over 1,000. Do not fall for it. Please do not fall for it. All that extra money you're saving too, because I know some people will be like, oh, but it's your loved one. Money's not a thing. It's your loved one. Money is still a concern, no matter how much money you have. All that extra money that you're wasting, like, or they're trying to get you to waste and scam out of you, you could do something nice for that family member with. Or, like I said, if you don't like them, save the money, buy a $20 one off Amazon. But if you do love your loved one and want to do something special, you can do so much more by saving that money that they're trying to scam you out of and going and doing small businesses, doing pottery, getting, like, an urn somewhere else that represents them. Do not fall for these funeral director scams. They are some of the worst people. They are little Satan, horrible people. All they do is lie and scam. Like I said, 95% of them do nothing but take advantage of people grieving over their loved one to get as much money out of them as possible.